Today we're talking about backdoor dominant 7 chords. If you've ever been confused by these or not sure what it means, hopefully this video will help you clarify that. So we're going to work today in the key of B flat. So B flat right here is B flat major 7. And the first thing you want to understand is the front door dominant. So before we get to backdoor, let's just enter through the front of the house because it's simple. The front door dominant is simply 5 to 1. So B flat major 7 is 1, and the 5 is F7. And that wants to go home to 1. 5, 7, 1. Front door. Very familiar sound. Point number 2 is that the 5 chord can be preceded by the 2 chord in that key. So in the key of B flat, the 2 chord is C minor 7. The 2 chord wants to go to 5, and the 5 chord wants to go home to B flat. So this is a very, common sound, 2, 5, 1. We could call this the front door sound. Now, the backdoor sound, the backdoor dominant sound, you arrive at the same place, but you go a different route to get there. And the route you go to get there is via A flat 7, which is the flat 7 chord in the key of B flat. So that is, here's the 1, flat 7, back to 1. So this is the backdoor dominant sound. And just like we did with the F7, you can precede the A flat 7 with the 2 chord so if we pretend A flat 7 is 5, what would the 2 be? Well, the 2 would be E minor 7, E flat minor 7, excuse me. Right there. And then it resolves up to B flat. So E minor 7, E flat minor 7, A flat 7, resolving back home to B flat major 7. And so you may have noticed the front door and the back door, they arrive at the same place, but they take different routes. And the important thing to see is that they are a minor third apart. So F7, if you go up 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3, you'll arrive at the back door. Same with C minor 7. 1, 2, 3, then you'll be at E flat minor 7. And so how do you use this? Well, I like to use this as a way of creating melodic interest when I'm comping. So if I'm playing C minor 7, F7, again, now let's do the back door. And so you can do that even if it's not written on the page. It's just a really nice sound that you can add. And so all you have to do is just kind of play around with these 4 chords. C minor, F7, E flat minor, and A flat 7. And you can use them in all kinds of different combinations. Something I like to do is play C minor 7 and then kind of walk up to D minor into E flat, and then A flat to B flat. I think that's a really cool sound. So that was F7 to A flat 7. So just finding different ways that you can weave through those 4 chords and end up in the same place. One more bonus thing you can do with it is you can take advantage of some chromatic motion, meaning B flat major 7, a chord that's often substituted for this chord is D minor 7. You'll notice it has a very similar sound. And really it's kind of like an inversion of B flat major 7. So if we think of D minor as being our home chord now, you'll notice it's just a half step away from E flat minor 7. And so it can resolve nicely down a half step into D minor 7. So instead of just a plain Jane 2-5-1, you can do this: C minor 7, E flat minor 7 into D minor 7. And that's just a wonderful way to approach a standard 2-5-1. So let me play a little bit here. That's neat, right? So C minor, E flat minor, D minor, and then you can repeat it by just going down back to C minor. So I just think that's really cool, really clever. 2-5-1 progression using one shape and one chord type, and it just can really add. It's just another tool you can use to create some harmonic interest in your playing over your jazz standards.